good?
Really good.
Yeah. Oh, I quite like it.
Yeah, they do.
2025 is all about balance. Cheers! Good morning from Costa Rica! Welcome to the beginning of our Latin America and South America vlog series. Tom and I landed into San Jose Airport last night pretty late, and we are staying in a hostel in the city centre. We literally got there and went straight to bed pretty much. But now we are up and about, we're exploring the city. We've got one full day in San Jose.
It rhymes.
It rhymes. What are you wearing, Tom?
My dad outfit.
Why are you wearing that?
It's just the weather's a bit hit and miss here, and it's sort of raining constantly, but
It
only
is
lightly.
Super lightly spitting, hence the shirt. Anyway, we have decided that today we're going to start off by having a little explore. We might go to the National Museum of Costa Rica, and then this afternoon we have actually booked to do a walking tour and market food testing trip. I'll be honest, I can't remember the name of this, but I ordered it off the menu in Spanish. It said vegetarian underneath it, and I believe that it's like kind of like a shakshuka basically, but eggs, onions. I think it potentially could be spicy, guys. Tom ordered French toast.
It looks really, really good.
Really, really good. Tostina Frenchada or whatever it was, something like that. That's definitely wrong, I'm so sorry if you're Spanish. We are sitting with a view of this kind of like main square. We just popped up here because we saw that they were serving breakfast and we wanted to eat some food pretty quickly. But actually, really happy with that decision. And guys, it's not super expensive, which is a relief after Barbados. What is happening? That is a dog. That poor dog is sitting so well. Wearing a helmet and glasses. I repeat, I've never seen a dog look that cool. Okay, we have finished up eating. It is a little windy actually, but it has stopped raining. And we are about to head to the National Museum of Costa Rica, where hopefully we're going to be able to learn a little bit more about this country's history. And I'm also realizing, we realized this last night as well, we don't know enough Spanish. Like, Tom can muddle through enough to order in a restaurant. I don't know any Spanish. I've never ever learned Spanish in school or anything. It's not an English speaking place, so we're struggling a little bit.
Finding like translating fine, like menus and stuff. Like I know enough words to piece together what it is. And same when ordering or like asking questions. The problem is understanding what they're saying back.
100%.
They speak so fast. Like I can pick up on keywords, but then I can't process it enough to like have the conversation back, and then I get a little bit flustered.
I was like, this one, gracias. We are walking up the steps to the National Museum, and look at this incredible landscape backdrop. That is gorgeous. We've been in here around about an hour, and we've learnt a little bit about the history of Costa Rica. I'm sorry about the background noise, they're like putting up some scaffolding, quite loud. My hair's dried so curly this morning. Definitely feel as though we've learned a little bit more about Costa Rica's like Spanish history, and then their history over the last 100 years, which actually is really interesting. Like I said, I didn't really know very much about Latin America at all, so I feel like this was a good base, a good starting point, and I would definitely recommend it if you're planning a trip to Costa Rica and you're coming into San Jose for like 24 hours, which seems to be the popular thing to do. This is definitely a must check. Must check. You should definitely check it out.
A must check.
So here we are in Costa Rica's bustling capital city, where the weather is 10 out of 10. About to do a streety walking tour of San Jose. How are you feeling?
Cold.
Cold. Tom's wearing shorts.
This weather is actually so similar to England, it's crazy.
It's like raining 1 minute.
It's like Manchester.
I can't believe we've just compared San Jose to Manchester. No, it's going to be good vibes, it's going to be good times, we're going to eat some great food.
3-hour walking tour in the rain.
Yeah. For additional reference, I didn't bring a waterproof.
Should have brought it, I told you.
And the plantains are bigger on this side. This is the one that maybe you have tried in tostones or patacones. And the yellow plantain.
Ooh.
No, continue.
This is my favorite fruit
Chew it.
in Costa Rica, and I hope you like it, but it's very sour. It's called sour guava or casca.
Is it sour?
It's very citrusy.
I'm not sure about that. Tastes like a vegetable though for me. Oh, I quite like it.
Yeah, they do.
What flavour would you describe it as?
Most overpowering flavour, overpowering, is cinnamon.
Yeah, cinnamon ice cream, guys.
It's got vanilla.
Vanilla, cream, maybe like something like custard, maybe? It's good.
Really good.
Yeah. So in total this walking tour lasted around 3.5 hours, and I would say it was pretty good value for money. We got to try so many different local foods in the market, and then we actually headed to do a little mini cooking class, which I didn't really realise was included. I knew we'd be trying the snacks, but we actually made them from scratch, which was really cool. Got a little traditional Costa Rican dish. This is the veggie version. It's basically rice, potato, vegetables. I'm honestly not sure what else is squashed in it. But is it a banana leaf?
It is a banana leaf, I think.
Yeah. Actually, that's not bad, to be fair. Did you try it? I thought it was alright. And we also got to try some famous Costa Rican coffee, the first of many of this trip. Got a little look at how it was made, and just overall thought that this was a really fun way to spend an afternoon. And while we could have done the markets ourselves, we definitely wouldn't have learned as much about the city and its history. I want to stress that I got rained on, like, as well as my natural hair. Anyway, it is now 7 p.m. We got back from that walking tour, and genuinely Tom and I both agreed we are so glad that we did that, because before we were flagging a bit, we were a bit tired. We were like, 3-hour walking tour is quite long. And then we did it, and it was so good. Like, we walked kind of around all of the main tourist attractions, landmarks, and then we went in some of the markets that you just wouldn't know were there unless somebody took you. And then we also got to try so much food, so hopefully you got to see a bit of that. We tried so much exotic fruit. We tried this really famous ice cream, which was amazing. And then we also tried plantain and something that I'm not entirely sure what it was that was cooked in a banana leaf. All of it was really good. It was like good value for money. We paid £23, I think it was, for that whole experience, and it was guided the whole time, and I really do think it was worth it. Anyway, it's been several hours and we're about to head back out to a little food market called Jardin de Lolita, which I believe is just loads of different stalls, but I have it on good recommendation that it has really good veggie and vegan options, so we'll go check it out. Welcome to Lolita. This is a food court, guys, and honestly I'm so happy that I stumbled across this recommendation because I'm obsessed with this. This is like the exact kind of thing we wanted, just quick, easy, cheap, various different options, and also loads of veggie and vegan options. So if you're coming to San Jose and you want veggie and vegan, this is your place. Tom's got ice cream, we've got a little dessert. What flavour did you get? Nutella? Nutella. I actually got a little cookie, guys, because I was thinking I want to have half of this now. I just want something a little bit sweet. And then tomorrow we've got a long bus ride, so I thought that's actually a really good snack. Good morning from San Jose. Look at what I'm looking at. There's a clear blue sky. Oh, and also some trainers hanging in that tree. That's not what I was pointing at. I was pointing at the sky. I am going to be honest. I am really excited to leave because I've had a terrible night of sleep, guys. Basically, it's so noisy and I just feel as though I probably slept for like 2 hours. That was really awkward. I thought that boy was Tom. That boy was not Tom. Anyway, yeah, basically just, it's really, really loud. We've been staying in San Jose Central Backpackers. Honestly, I wouldn't recommend it. It's not in the best area, and I also kind of think that it's just not that clean. Like, as hostels go, I've stayed in a lot. We've had a private room, which has been fine, but as you can see, it's incredibly, incredibly basic. And basic's fine, like, I'm not really bothered about that. We were really only in it to sleep last night, and obviously the night before, but we got here, we just went straight to bed. Hello, this one's Tom. We're stood here vlogging, and I thought the guy coming back through the door was you, and then it was not you. It was some other guy. Oh. Basics usually fine, but in this case it's just not clean. It's not my top recommendation in terms of hostels, but it's not awful. It's not awful. It could have been worse. Could have been worse. Could have been better. Could have actually stopped last night. Anyway, we're up super bright and early, as you can probably tell by the light, because we are catching the bus to La Fortuna. Also, yes, I am wearing the same clothes as yesterday. That is because I'm about to sit on a bus for like 3 hours. This is very much a reality of traveling, guys. Tom is in this shop having a conversation with this lady through Google Translate. We just do not understand how the ticket system works, and there's no way of finding out because there's no signs and there's nobody that speaks English, and it kind of looks like it's just first come first serve. Once the bus arrives, you queue up at these turnstiles, which is kind of fine, but if that is what we need to do, we need to know that's what we need to do so that we stand up and join the queue. Not gonna lie, it seems a bit of a free-for-all. Hello from La Fortuna. I didn't film anything on the bus. I'm not gonna lie, I mainly slept on the bus and that was lovely. I am feeling refreshed. We've just arrived, we've checked into our hostel. We're staying in a place called Postal, which I just think is so funny. And it's actually so much nicer, guys, like a significant upgrade. We've got a little bed, very, very, very wonky photo. This one has an ensuite, which I honestly do think makes all of the difference. I'm not really about the shared hostel toilet life, I'll be honest. Even got a little balcony, which overlooks the street. The way that we are kind of doing this trip across South America is we are staying in hostels everywhere we go pretty much, but we're staying in private rooms just because this is not our first rodeo and sometimes it just burns you out to be socializing all of the time. And not to sound awful, it wasn't a priority. Obviously we are traveling together. It's so nice to meet people during the day on tours and trips, and the second half of our time here we're actually on group tours in Argentina and Brazil. So the first half of the time that we were traveling we were like, I'm not doing a shared room. I mean, we're not fully ruling it out. We haven't booked the accommodation for Colombia and Peru, but predominantly just us. Anyway, we're gonna go and explore the town, we're gonna go get some food, and then this afternoon I've just booked to do a sloth walking tour. How do you feel about that?
The sloth walking tour?
Yeah.
I think it'll be pretty cool.
I think
as long as we actually see sloths.
I hope we do.
There's sometimes you do these things and then it's like, oh, there's no guarantee you'll see a sloth.
Oh, do you mean like when we did a 3-hour trek looking for koalas and we didn't see a single koala?
So I'm hoping we see a sloth.
Yeah, me too. I freshened up a little bit, got me shorts on for the first time because it's a lot warmer here. Still rocking this top, guys, no judgment there, please. And we're gonna go get food. My third day having Costa Rican food because it's actually the only veggie option, which is surprising. It's not often that the local food is the vegetarian option, but all of the like Western food, not Western is it here? I guess like American food, all of the American food is very, very meat heavy. Let's see how long it is before I get sick of beans though. Wherever we go, within 5 minutes, an animal finds us. Hopefully the next animal is gonna be a sloth. So this map here kind of gives you a bit of scale for what La Fortuna and like the surrounding area looks like. So this is the town. It's pretty small, like it's just these 2 streets. We've honestly walked most of it, and then obviously it's set in the backdrop of the volcano. There's a lake over here, the waterfall somewhere, yeah, down here. And honestly the whole town is just set up for travelers trying to book tours or wanting to do day trips. There's no shortage of booking locations. Like everywhere you look you could walk in somewhere and organize a tour. Okay, well before I just started this clip I did just nearly fall over. So it's off to a good start, but we are walking to the meeting point of our sloth safari tour, which hopefully should be around about here. And we are about to go and see some sloths in the wild, I really hope. Oh, also I just bought a headband because my hair is driving me mad that it's like in my face all the time. I don't see anybody else here, which is not great. Hopefully we're in the right place.
Can hang for like that for hours. They don't get tired.
Really? So do they have really strong arms?
Strong arms. Well, it's a kind of different strength.
She can't believe that it's just chilling there and it's not scared of us.
They don't care about people. Baby, stay with the mom for another 6 months.
And then will they get pregnant again straight away? Is it like every 6 months?
Every year.
Oh, every year.
they
So
have
like
a
one a
baby.
year.
One baby a year.
Are they just so happy with life?
See.
Oh yeah.
So one will be here, the other one will be here.
Now?
Now you go to the other side. Just hold it in place. Very good.
Snap it.
Snap it in the middle, and then again to the side.
This side first?
Yes, yes.
Is that just straight up sugar?
This is sugar. Natural drink, but not healthy. Not for everyday drinking.
Oh, it's a funny colour. I like the cups. Cheers. Cheers.
That's quite nice.
Like a little bit of rum and a little bit of lime, ginger. Ooh.
But like, if you ignore the smell.
Oh no, I don't mind the smell.
Fresh white cheese, parsnip, and then the last one is a kind of dessert. It's called tamal asado.
Okay.
It has flour dough as well, sour cream, coconut, sugar, yeah.
Guys, this is hilarious. So I have this thing where every country I go to I have to try their local beer. Even though I'm not a beer drinker, this stemmed from our first trip to Thailand, because I realised that I liked Chang. As long as it's not like a really heavy beer, I don't mind it. Like Chang's quite a light beer, I think. So like if it tastes like a Chang, I'm happy. Tom has got a absolutely mammoth pineapple smoothie. Oh, also, it's now dinner time. I didn't update you. I'm gonna do a review on our tour. I'll just chat you through it when we get back to the hostel room. But honestly, we've had the best afternoon. Like it's been so much fun. The tour guide was just lovely. And now we have come to a little Mexican cantina and the food looks amazing. The drinks look great. Are you joking? That is good. Oh my god, does Tom just found a beer that he likes? Guys, 2025 is all about balance. That is really good.
That's really nice.
It's really light, that's why I got the Pura Vida Imperial Light. There we go. Oh, I'm so happy how much of the influence on the food here comes from Mexico, because I just love Mexican food. I've got burrito, Tom's got loaded nachos. Christmas is still going strong. The date is January 5th. These really should be down by now, but I reckon tomorrow, you know.
Spain, Three Kings Day.
Oh, when's that?
January 6th.
So that'll be it then, I reckon.
Down the 7th.
Guys, look at the hostel in the dark. The vibes are vibing. Tom just said this is one of the best we've ever stayed at, and it really truly is. Good morning. It is now Monday and we are still here in La Fortuna. We had probably the best night of sleep that we have had so far. You saw from those last two clips we're fueled up, ready for a big old hike. But before we go on that, I just want to quickly recommend the tour that we did yesterday. If you're watching this video because you're planning your own trip, this is the trip we did. It was with a guide called Asael and he was so lovely. Like genuinely, he knew so much stuff. He answered every question that we had and we saw so many sloths, which actually is not guaranteed. Obviously that is dependent on the animals. We got very lucky, so I will link this down below. I actually have a section on my website where all of the Get Your Guide activities that I've done around the world, they're all linked there. But I thought I would just add that in because like genuinely he was such a nice guy and he was like, any reviews and stuff really helped me out, any like word of mouth recommendations, it really helps me out. So this is me doing that. But good morning. Today we are starting our day off heading to the Arenal Volcano, which is what La Fortuna is most famous for. It's probably the main activity to do here. You can hike it, there's a waterfall at it, there's so many different variants of this activity that you can do. You could spend like 3 days hiking here if that is your cup of tea. We are just doing a 1-day hike and we're also visiting the hot springs. This is that activity. I will also link it below and we're gonna get straight on with it. I'm very excited today. Wearing my hiking boots for the first time. This is their first outing. The socks are giving me the ick, but when you consider the outfit as a whole, I look like a hiker, especially with the hat, and especially because we're bringing a backpack as well. One thing I will say, guys, bugs here are relentless. I have so many bites. Do you want to see them? Probably don't, but my legs are not looking too good.
It's called bromelia plant. Back in the day, the Arenal volcano had like a perfect conic shape. You can pass it around if you want. Do you have an idea of why it's red? Sulfur? Almost.
Oh my goodness, guys, we are back. What a walk. I actually really enjoyed it despite the fact that it was raining. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gutted that we didn't see the actual volcano. However, I think reading about this before we got here, I knew that that was fairly likely. I had seen a lot of people saying, like, obviously we're already high up and then when you get up a mountain you're even higher up. The downside is it's Costa Rica's dry season, but they seem to be having quite a lot of bad weather, so I think we did just get unlucky there. But I still really enjoyed it. The guide that we had, he was called Axel. He was hilarious, like so funny, so attentive. Yeah, just overall a really good day. And the hot springs were really fun as well. Like it was just a nice way to relax. I didn't film any of that. Obviously you can't really film any of that. It's just hundreds of people in swimsuits. Would be weird. But imagine like a thermal spa, jacuzzis kind of vibes, to be honest. But obviously the water's heated naturally from the volcano. All very cool vibes. Anyway, now it is 6:30 p.m. and Tom and I are starving. We got lunch included on that tour, but that was a good 6 hours ago and my tummy is a rumbling. So let's go. Outfit of the night, tops from Primark, bottoms are from Cotton On. Good morning. How's the morale?
Low. Quite low.
We have just paid $20 US each to come and see, it is, it's so expensive, to come and see the waterfall. This was like my main bucket list while we were in this town, and I was like a bit unsure about whether we would have time to do it because we prioritized the volcano yesterday, which by the way we also didn't see. and we've just turned up. Actually, I don't think you should pay if you can't see it. Somewhere in that cloud, or you can just about make it out on camera, is the waterfall. We are about to do a 500 step walk down to it, so I'm hoping when we get down there it might have brightened up. It looks like it might. I'm also hoping the visibility is better the closer you get. Tom's not thriving, are you?
What happened?
What happened was, I sat down on the bench.
It was dry, but under the bench there was water because it's been heavily raining. And look what happened. Not been the best morning, has it?
It's been a terrible morning.
Onwards and upwards.
It can't go much downwards. You know what, when I was sitting there I was thinking, my bum's feeling like it's getting a bit wet. What is that? Do you know what, these are clean as well and I don't have that many clean clothes. My knickers are wet. Okay guys, you might have realised we've moved on from that location. Where we are now is actually going to be in the Costa Rica vlog part 2, so you're going to have to wait and see that. I'm so excited about this whole like Latin South America vlog series. I'm also so grateful to Tom who is editing it. But right now I'm going to wrap up part 1 because we had such a good time in La Fortuna. I know that last clip was me sitting in a wet soggy puddle. You will be pleased to know that my trousers did dry. Thankfully, because I was carrying all my stuff around with me, I just got changed in the toilet, but wasn't my finest hour. Sometimes humiliating things happen to all of us guys, and you know what, they happen to me quite a lot, so I feel like may as well share them. May as well, it's all part of the travel experience. Just you wait until you hear how we got to this location, because there's a whole nother story time coming in the next vlog, trust me. Other than that, I'm gonna wrap this one up. Do subscribe down below if you're new to my channel, and all of the links that have been mentioned on screen and the little pop-up-y things will be down in the description as well. And other than that, I shall see you guys in my next Costa Rica video. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.